So today I've been feeling pretty sick, and I just happened to look at my phone and see that the date is June 15th. And that means that today is the 6 year anniversary of the creation of this channel. And even though I don't feel too good, I thought, eh, why not make a video about it? Because it's an interesting thing to think about, being on YouTube for 6 years. And just thought I would do some reflections on the past 6 years and the future as well. Talking about YouTube and real life here. So I guess I'll address YouTube first. Uh, this channel's been through a lot. It's one of the most inconsistent YouTube channels out there, easily. And I'm not really worried about it anymore. Like, I put up videos sporadically for the enjoyment of myself, the enjoyment of Cody, and the enjoyment of any rare person who happens to find them. So, you know, consistency isn't really an issue because I don't feel the need to be consistent. But at the same time, it does make me feel not bad. I don't feel bad that I'm inconsistent with it, but it just makes me feel uneasy, I guess, because this I used to be very consistent, and now, seeing that where this channel is gone, see that it's, even though the content may have improved, it's really in terms of, activity and having any sort of community around it, the channel's really at rock bottom, and I don't think there's really any saving it. Which, like I said, as long as I've got like one person watching, I'll keep doing it. Even if I don't have anyone watching, I'll probably still make videos from time to time because it's like I enjoy it. I really do. It's just not a priority for me because I'm not making mad money off of it. So it's like it's backseat to more important stuff in real life. But like I said, it just reminds me of how how much enjoyment I really got out of it, and how it basically YouTube was a priority for me at one point, which you could argue that maybe that was dumb that it was ever a priority in my life, but you know I was a kid. And YouTube was cool to kids, I guess. No, I think it's just that YouTube was new to me, and I don't know. It was just like having a platform for me to do something that I enjoy, and that was really all I wanted to do for quite some time. And then the hiatuses started kicking in, but after each one, I'd come back. It seemed even more consistent, and then it was like, uh, I think once sophomore year started, I really didn't do anything. I made some music inconsistently at that, and then last summer, I was actually pretty consistent with my uploads. It felt like old times again. And then, senior year started, and that was extremely difficult. An extremely difficult school year. But the work was worth it. I've had a great past year, honestly. Tiring, exhausting, but rewarding. And I don't think that I would have gotten such rewarding experiences out of YouTube. Even though when I look back, nostalgia makes me think that the best times of my life were on YouTube. And maybe they were. You know? I've had so much fun doing YouTube and stuff. It's like, maybe. Maybe that was so great for me. I mean, honestly, I think what's been the reason I associate so much fun with YouTube, I think, is not necessarily entirely because of the videos I've made. I've had fun making videos, a lot of fun, don't get me wrong, But I think the most enjoyable part of it is that YouTube essentially gave me a social life at a point when I didn't have one, and that was what led me into Skype and meeting so many of my friends that I still talk to this day. 6 years ago, I didn't think that the people I was talking to, leaving comments on their videos when I was 12 years old, I didn't think they would be friends up until, after I graduated high school. Which is one thing I want to tie into this, is basically reflections on, graduating high school. So I think the reflections are, there's a bit of a similarity there. Going to college also makes me uneasy. And it's not because I'm worried about the work, the academics. I'll be fine academically, I believe, because I've been doing college level work for a long time. In middle school, I studied music theory at a local university. My freshman year, I studied. I took a robotics class at a local technical college, and then sophomore year through senior year, I took advanced placement courses. I took a total of 13 advanced placement courses. So, and those are college level work. So since middle school, I think since like 7th grade, I've been doing college level work. So, since I was like 13, since I was 13, I've been doing work on a college level. So, I think I'm prepared academically. That's not what makes me uneasy. And it's not even the social aspect. I think I'll struggle more socially, but I'm going to a big university. There's going to be a lot of people, and even if I don't make a single friend there, I'll still have the friends that I've made through the internet. I'll always have Cody and Josh and all those people from way back. Which I just thought of this, but I really do wonder often about what's happened to the people who I talked to back then and don't talk to anymore. Like, I wonder where they're at in life. So that, that curiosity makes me even more thankful for the ones that have stuck around. But the thing that really does make me uneasy about college is that it's obviously a new chapter in my life. And with every new chapter in life, it seems like I look back at the previous chapters, and it just seems like the current one doesn't hold up. It just seems like, man, times were so much better back then. When really they not necessarily. That's not always the case. Like, I can think of times when I was absolutely miserable, and now I look back at those times and I'm like, oh man, times are so much better. It's like, logically I know that's not true, but there's always like those little things associated with it that like brought me happiness at those times, and I'm like, wish I could feel like that again. But I mean, I haven't had to deal with that much recently. I didn't have a depression phase this past school year. If you're really close to me, you know that like I always get depressed during the winter. Didn't really happen this year because I've just been so busy. I haven't had time to be depressed. I think that's the thing, and I'm still not depressed because why would I be? I've been having a great time. I'm just concerned, and seeing that today is the 6-year anniversary of the creation of my YouTube channel, it concerns me a little more. Like, past years really haven't concerned me. Like, it's in the past it's been like, okay, yeah, like like last year my channel had already gone downhill and stuff, and I'd been away from YouTube, but it was like last year I used that as an opportunity to get back on it. But like, I'm not even going to try to like hype it up, be like, it's 6 years, guys, I'm going to do crazy shit, it's going to be dope this summer. Like, it's just going to be as it always has been, really. nothing's really changing except, I mean, nothing's changing in the YouTube regard. Obviously, things are changing in my real life. They're changing very quickly, I guess. But, you know, when I started YouTube, you know, I've just graduated high school, so for those of you that are good at math, you can tell that I started YouTube in middle school. I started it the summer before 7th grade. I was 12 years old. No fucking, first of all, no 12-year-old should be doing YouTube. No one wants to watch a 12-year-old. Except other 12-year-olds, basically. And I just happened to meet a lot of other 12-year-olds back in 2010, I suppose. And there were older people that I met as well that for some reason liked me. I don't really know why. But there was something special about those times. And there's something special about every year after that. You know, my memory from after 2010 is so good. But like prior to 2010, like my memory is hazy. I don't remember like what specific year things happened, but like after 2010, I can basically tell you any event in my life, like approximately like where it happened, like July 2012, whatever. Because it's just like I had YouTube to attach those memories to, if that makes any sense. It's like that's how I know it's special to me, you know? And like I said, the social aspect of it is what I think really did it for me. Obviously the whole entertainment aspect is huge, but being able to bond with people is what I think is the biggest part of it all. So yeah, I guess you could say that ultimately my concern is that this channel has come to mean more or less nothing to me. I mean, I still upload from time to time, like I said, very inconsistently, but it's like, back in the day, this was my shit. This was basically my child, my blood and sweat and tears and shit. And it's like, now it doesn't mean anything to me. And it makes me worry because, like, you know, as I've moved, it's all, these transformations have taken place because, basically, simply because of the progression of time. So it makes me worry that as time progresses, what else that means a lot to me right now is eventually going to mean nothing to me. I guess that's my ultimate concern here. But, you know, I don't know the future. I can't sweat over it too much. And, yep, it's been a good 6 years on here. I can honestly say, despite all the shit, all the crazy shit, I mean, I could list so much, but, you know, this channel's been through a lot of struggles. We had the 2010 suspension from the false flaggers. We had the fight with Dylan, the war of 2010, early 2011. We've had all the stupid shit I've done because of depression throughout the years. All of, you know, like making that Wet Wilmer Willie channel because I needed something new. You know? I didn't have anything new, so I made that channel and abandoned this one and alienated like half of my viewers. And then there was my parents finding my videos my freshman year. That was no bueno. And my inconsistency after that, you know, starting at sophomore year. See, that's the interesting thing. Freshman year, I was going hard in the paint on this channel still. Like, I was more consistent than ever freshman year. Well, maybe not more consistent than ever, but still very consistent with my uploads freshman year. And then sophomore year, I was just like, yeah, this is boring. This is boring, man. And sophomore year wasn't a hard year. Like, it didn't require any amount of, like, time. It didn't require a crazy amount of time. I was just like, I just don't want to upload shit anymore. I don't know why. I don't know why that happened. I don't know why a lot of things have happened. But despite, when I look back and I think of all the things that I could have done differently to help this channel, I really don't regret the dumb things I've done on here. Because it's like, those are good memories. And I think they make this whole experience that I call YouTube even more special. Because to me, YouTube isn't just a platform, it's an experience. You know? They used to say YouTube broadcast yourself. Cody says YouTube get hacked. I say YouTube. You just experience it. Because this website is shit now. Let's be honest. But it's always going to be YouTube. Well, maybe not. They might sell it off to someone. But as of right now, it's still YouTube. The YouTube that we all used to know and love. So you gotta respect it, I guess. Doesn't mean you can't be pissed off with all the changes like I am. But I still respect this place. So this video's pretty long. I think I've rambled enough. You know, I actually don't feel as sick as I did when I started this. So I guess talking helps me feel better. I don't know. That's interesting. Anyways, been a good 6 years. Thanks to anyone who stuck around. And hopefully I will stick around for you. Peace.